Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ryan here at Freedom Valley Farm. I wanted to take a little bit of time here and show you our favorite way, or at least my favorite way, to prepare our fresh pastured chicken. So these are fresh chicken. They were just processed last week, so it's time to use them. Lots of people like to put these in the oven and roast them that way. You can do that. They're really good that way. You can also do this in the Instant Pot. They turn out really nice like that. But my favorite way is to get them on the grill and to get them smoked, preferably on a charcoal grill. So if you've got a charcoal grill, you're in good shape. What we're going to be using is a pit barrel smoker. So it kind of takes a little bit longer to cook the chickens, but it's going to end up with such a rich, deep, smoky flavor on these chickens. It's going to be delicious. Now, before we get these guys on the smoker, we're going to add some seasoning as well. So we have our own dry rub blend here. I'm going to put links in the notes below for the recipe for this, but this has got garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, salt, pepper, and then it also has brown sugar. Quick tip, I was looking for brown sugar today. We were out, so I made my own. Brown sugar is nothing more than sugar with some molasses in it. So I mixed up some of my own brown sugar here that I'm just going to pour right into my dry rub. And we're going to mix it on up. You just want to mix together your spice blend with the brown sugar. And this dry rub seasoning blend works really great on chicken. It can also do really nicely on pork as well. Okay, I like to, whenever I make this rub, like I say, we'll give you the recipe for this. I like to make some extra, so I have extra to put up in the cabinet for later. Whenever I want to do a piece of meat, I've got some on hand. I can just throw it right on my meat. So, we're just going to sprinkle this right on there. I've got the breast side up on the chicken right now. I'm going to kind of pat this on to the upper side. Add in a little more. You can be generous with it. And then I'm just going to turn these real quick and do the back sides. Nice part about doing it in a bowl like this is if I've got extra that falls down in between, I can pick it back up and pat it back on there. Okay, so with the way these are going in the smoker, they're actually going to hang in the smoker. I'm going to hang it so that the cavity is facing down towards the coals. And that's just going to help the heat go and circulate up inside of the cavity, cook the chicken quicker. It'll also prevent juices from just accumulating in there. So I'm going to hang these with these hooks. And what we can do is we can actually put this right behind the wing. And if I put it right underneath that wing joint, then I know that they're going to stay in really well. Because as you cook these chickens, and we're cooking them slow, they're going to get really tender. So I don't want to just put it into the soft tissue. I got to put it by a joint, just like that. So they'll hang just like this in the smoker. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting these on the hooks, and then we'll be headed out to the grill. Okay, so we're out here at the grill. We started our grill probably about like an hour ago. The trick is that we actually want to cook these chicken a little bit slower. We don't want to cook them really fast because that's just going to melt all the fat out of them, get all the juice out of them, and you'll end up with a drier chicken. So we're going to cook it a little bit slower. So you can look in here, you can see I've got all my coals are starting to get white. I've turned my vent down, so it's cooled down a little bit. It's probably 350 degrees or so. All right, and our chicken is just going to go right on in there. Okay. Just hang them on here, one by one. And so if you're going to cook them slower, you probably want to have a little more time. This might not be something you do on a weeknight. It's going to take a good 3 hours, maybe even 3.5 hours before these guys are done cooking. And like I say, we don't want to rush it. You can, but you really don't want to if you're taking the time to put the rub on and everything like that. I'm going to make sure they're kind of centered over top the coals. there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the lid on these guys and let them cook. All right, guys, so now we've got our chicken's been cooking for about 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours now. And the way we know it's done is I checked it with a thermometer. Magic number for chicken is 165 degrees. So you want to check that at the deepest part on the chicken, like deep into the breast. Make sure that you're at 165 degrees. Then you know you're fully cooked, and it's likely even going to keep cooking a few more degrees after you pull it off. All right, so we're going to pull the lid off here. Let all that smoke rolling out. Check out them chicken down in there. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, isn't that beautiful? Golden brown color. It's got all that nice crispy texture on the outside, dripping with that beautiful fat. That is going to be really delicious tonight for dinner. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this and it was helpful for you. We'll see you next time.